guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a beautiful Tuesday, relationship Tuesday, guys. I hope you guys are doing fabulous. So as you can tell from the title, today we're discussing a few things that you're supposed to think about, a few things that you're supposed to put into consideration before you get into a relationship. Okay, this is gonna be interesting, guys. I hope you stick with me to the end. All right, let's get right into it. So relationships are hard work. Both of you have to work towards your relationship for it to be successful. But before you get into a relationship, before you commit to somebody, there are certain things that you're supposed to think about yourself. Are you ready to be in a relationship? That's the first one. Are you ready for commitment? Mm? A lot of people get into relationships because they just want to, they want to have a partner. They want to show everybody that they can have a boyfriend, they can have a girlfriend. They don't get ready for it. They're not really prepared for it, which causes a lot of confusion, which causes a lot of heartache, because a lot of people turn out to be needy. They tend to be needy, and it destroys a relationship because that thing is frustrating. So what do I mean when I say people get too needy? You look at people on social media and you see they have this beautiful relationship. They are always holding hands, they're always taking photos, all those things. But you get into this relationship and your partner is not doing any of those things. All these things that you've been seeing on TV, your partner cannot do them. No matter how much you talk to them, they can't do it. At the end of the day, you're nagging. Babe, I want you to do this. Babe, I want you to do that. Babe, I want you to do this. Babe, I want you to do that. So which means you're a needy person. You need so much from a person who's not ready to offer you exactly what you need. So that's why I say it's important for you to get ready for commitment. Get ready for commitment. Be sure that that is what you want at that time. Okay, and number two, don't just get into a relationship with just anybody, just for the sake of it. No. Get to know somebody. Sometimes you can actually develop a friendship before you people get intimate. A friendship, get to know that person, so that you don't expect too much from them. Or if somebody asks you out and you say, okay, this person I like, this person I want, you have to study them very well. Courtship is about getting to know each other. Dating is about getting to know each other. So you have to be patient with somebody, get to know them slowly, and you will know what type of a person they are. You will know what to expect in the relationship. You know what to expect from that person. Be patient with somebody and study them bit by bit so that you don't get disappointed at the end of the day. Number three, don't have high expectations. Don't have too many expectations from somebody that you just met, from somebody you're trying to get to know. Don't have high expectations, because chances are you're going to get disappointed, and you don't want that. You don't want to get disappointed. So set the bar for what you want. Yes, tell yourself, this is exactly what I want. This is the relationship that I want. But before you get all those things that you want and put them on that person, like I said in number two, get to know that person first, so that you don't get frustrated. If you're telling somebody, I want this, and they're not listening to you, you get frustrated. So get to know that person, to know that, okay, if I tell him this one, he's not going to fight it. If I tell her this one, she's not going to fight it. All those things. And don't give somebody so much load. You give him so much load. You told them, I want this one, I want that one, I want this one, I want that one. Your expectations are so high. That person is not able to meet your expectations, and it's going to frustrate you. So what are some of the things that I mean when I say people set the bar too high. Let's say you've been single for a while and you've been seeing couples, they go to gift stores, they get each other gifts, they do this one, they do that one, they do those things together. And you sit down and say, that's I want. And then you get into this relationship with somebody and you've already spoken in your mind, you've told yourself that I want this guy to spend this much money on me. I want this guy to take me to such places. I have seen people that go to 5-star hotels. This boy has to take me to those 5-star hotels. I have seen a girl that has gone to 7-star hotel. I want this guy to take me to 7-star hotel, not knowing that girl's relationship, that girl's man is not the same with your man. What you expect in your relationship should not be what you see outside. It should be something that you really want, something that defines you. Don't go out using people. Don't use people, because if you set the bar too high and you have so many expectations, you end up using people to satisfy your needs, which is not fair for a relationship. Number 4, work on yourself. Work on yourself. Your sense of, your well-being, your sense of peace, peace of mind, all those things. Don't wait for somebody to complete you. Don't go into a relationship saying, okay, I want somebody that is going to complete me. No. Go into a relationship and say, I want somebody who is going to compliment me. Somebody who is going to compliment you is somebody that is going to understand you very well and love you the way you are. They'll love you the way you are. Everything, even all those imperfections, they'll be perfectly beautiful to them. You don't have to try so hard. This person is going to love you unconditionally. Okay? So work on yourself. And if you've been heartbroken before and you told yourself, I've given up on love, you have to work on yourself so that you don't go and torture somebody's child. What I mean by torturing somebody's child is, there are certain people that have been in relationships, like all these toxic relationships, very toxic, that they've just built a wall. There's a wall in between. No matter how hard somebody tries to crush that wall, they just can't do it, because that person is in this nutshell that says all men are the same. So they'll get into that relationship. That man, that woman will try to convince you, they'll be convincing you, I'm not the type of person that you think I am. I'm different from them. Then you're going to say, na scam, na demo. It is not okay. So work on yourself. You have to accept that person that broke your heart is not supposed to be in your life. So that thing happened for a reason. Don't torture somebody else that is trying to love you. Open up to them. Okay, don't torture somebody that is trying to get into your heart, somebody that is trying to, take care of body and soul. You just can't come here and say, okay, all men are the same. You have not tested all of them. All these marriages that you see these days, you see people that flaunt their marriages online. They've been through a lot. They just didn't wake up from one place and say, damn, I found myself in this beautiful relationship, man. I found myself in this beautiful relationship. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. People work so hard towards relationships. And some of you are going to say, that guy that is taking care of that person, that boy, me, I want. Then you're going to go and snatch somebody's boyfriend, not knowing that there's a certain way that girl acts. That is the reason why that boy treats her like that. So the grass is not always greener on the other side. If you want green grass, water it. Water it, nurture it, and it's going to be green all the time. Even when the storm comes, all this whirlwind, the storm will come and try to blow all over the place. It's not going to work. It's not going to break, because the foundation is rock solid. work on yourself. It is very, very important. Work on your mind, work on your heart. Accept that all those people that were in your past were not meant to be in your present. Okay, so work on yourself, and I hope um, by the time you're getting into a relationship, you know that, okay, I'm emotionally stable. I'm emotionally okay to love somebody else. I'm emotionally okay for somebody to love me. You know, all those things. I know you know what I'm talking about. And then another thing, don't go into a relationship trying to change somebody that has been doing certain things for a long time. What I mean is, you see that this person drinks, not a drunkard. They drink occasionally with their friends, but you don't like alcohol. You don't like alcohol. You detest it, and it's okay if you don't like it. But you get into that relationship and say, this guy must stop. This guy must stop. And you start giving him an ultimatum. It's either alcohol or me, choose. It doesn't work like that. You just can't get into a relationship and change somebody abruptly like that. No. Somebody changes because they love you. They change because they say, okay, this person is adding so much value to my life. I cannot continue to hurt her. That is how they change. And you have to talk to them with love. Gradually, it's a gradual process. And you don't expect somebody to stop completely. Say, I don't like alcohol, you're going to stop completely. No. Tell them, I don't like how much you take alcohol. I want you to minimize, let it be occasionally. Or when you're home or with your homeboys, but don't get too drunk, don't spend too much money on alcohol. Slowly like that. Don't just come and say, boom, I'm giving an ultimatum. It's either me or the alcohol. My sister, you're going to be disappointed. A lot of people have been disappointed, and you won't be an exception. So work with somebody. If you want them to change, work with them, talk to them with love. And the way you talk to somebody also matters. You can't come and tell somebody, Afam, you're a lost cause, or you're a lost cause. See, all your friends are going to church, all your friends are praying. You're here, busy with alcohol. You're not going anywhere. Haba. That is not how you do it. Call him by the side and say, Afam, baby, I love you so much. I love you, and I want the best for you. This alcohol that you're taking, it's taking up so much of your money. Why don't we minimize and use some of this money to build different goals? That, my friend, is wife material. If you're asking what wife material is, it is not just somebody that stays indoors all the time. What comes out from your mouth also tells people, okay, this person is worthy of your love, man. This person is the one. Okay, there are certain things that you're supposed to do, and some people are going to say, me, Ifoma, me. Somebody should come and tell me what to do. Me, a mere man should come and tell me, big girl, tell me what to do. For what now? They don't know me, or they don't know where I come from. This person cannot tell me anything. They don't know. You be humble. Humility is key. Be very, very humble. And my dear, you're going to shake the world. You're going to rock your relationship. It is not, hey, you're doing guy. It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out like that. Be humble. Humility is key. Okay, and learn to adjust. You are in a relationship with somebody. Before you get into that relationship, now that you have worked on yourself, you're in that relationship with somebody, learn to adjust. Adjust to their terms. Not completely being controlled by somebody, but ask them what they like. Talk to them. Let them tell you, me, I like this, I like that. You tell them, I like this, I like that. Meet in the middle and tell yourself, okay, we're going to meet in the middle because apparently it's sweet in the middle. Sweet in the middle. Like this. 50-50, jump. We're going to make it work. Like this. Always meet halfway, and your relationship is going to be. And the last thing, don't let money come in between your relationship. So before you get into a relationship, think about this. Will I be angry if my man doesn't buy me Brazilian hair? Will I be angry if this man doesn't spend so much money on me? You know, get ready so that you don't get frustrated, because if you don't get what you want in a relationship, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. You think, why did I get into this thing and how do I get out of it? You know, you feel trapped and everything, you know. So talk to yourself and tell it to yourself, okay, I'm I would love it if this guy takes care of me, but I'm not expecting it at all. If you don't expect somebody to take care of you and they actually do it, you appreciate it more. You know, so don't never let money come in between your relationship. No. Then what happens if that money goes? What happens if that money finishes? Which means there's no love again. So mind how you know, all this financial thing. You know, some people will say, hey, me, I cannot date a guy who does not give me money for lunch. Money for what? It shouldn't be like that. And then, like I have said, everybody's relationship is different. Work on your own. Work towards your own relationship. Never look at somebody else's relationship. You're going to get disappointed. Okay. So guys, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, comment, and tell that person that has been procrastinating to come and subscribe. Tell them, girl, you are missing out. So that is it for now, guys. I'll see you all in tomorrow's video.